guys, welcome to Cheat Meal Sundays, brought to you by the YouTube channel Trippy Inc. I'm Stephen, this is The Big Show. What are we doing here today, Daniel?
Well, for this cheat meal, we're going to do a omelette pizza. You know, sort of my new style. I bring to an omelette. I don't like folding them over. We like to do them in the pizza style.
And this is a unique thing that we kind of feel like is unique to us, right?
That's it. Yeah, it's something that we do. We think it's good, and it turns out well.
Yeah.
This weekend's theme is going to be an Italian seafood style one.
Yeah.
So
we went down to the fish markets today, didn't we?
Yeah, we went down to the fish markets. We definitely did.
So we've just come down here to the fish markets and in Glebe.
Yep, we're here to get some fresh produce for the cooking up a storm we're going to do tonight.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, let's check out what prawns they have. You know, a bit of salmon maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking salmon, prawns, maybe some balmain.
Balmain bugs sound good to me. You know. Yeah. Well, let's have a check.
Let's check it out.
Babies are what we need right here. We need the green prawn cutlets. Add a bit of garlic to it. It should taste beautiful. Have a look at this. This is definitely amazing. This looks like to be a bit of scallops and cheese, you know, grilled. Absolutely beautiful. I'm thinking something French. We need something French. Today we went down to the cheese shop and we got some amazing black label cheddar. Now we tried this stuff along with a few other ones and oh my god.
The aftertaste.
I mean, unfortunately it's about $70 a kilo, but it is well worth it. The taste and just the texture and everything is just absolutely beautiful.
I think we just eat the cheese and not bother the
omelette. Yeah, let's not make the omelette, let's just eat the cheese. We're going to be making a Napolitana sauce to go over the top of it. We're going to be making it from scratch. So we've got some chopped tomatoes, some basil, we've got some onions, some garlic. We're going to sizzle it up in a pan with a bit of olive oil. Some nice Roma tomatoes. We're going to make it from scratch. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to drizzle it around the top afterwards. It's going to be bellissimo.
Check it out.
That's it. Here we go. Let's get started. Prep time. So we've done our prep work now. We've got a small onion here that we've chopped up, you know, small but not too fine. We've got 3 cloves of garlic, which we've diced up really small. We've got a bunch of basil leaves, also done the same. You know, a whole tomato. We've got this tin of chopped tomatoes here, which is going to be just perfect. We've put some extra virgin olive oil in the pan. We're going to throw in the garlic and the onions first, get them nice golden brown. Then we're going to add the basil, the tomato, the chopped tomato and the tin tomato all in there, get it simmering up and then let it sit for about 10-15 minutes on the simmer. Just let it go all nice and smooth, and then that should be our Napolitana sauce. Just so you know, there's a reason why we add the chopped tomatoes. When you get chopped tomatoes in the can, it comes with a nice tomato sauce in there as well, which is something we need to make it nice and saucy. So that's the reason why we use the chopped tomatoes.
God, that smells good. I'm hungry already.
Right guys, so what we've done with our omelette mix is we've thrown 7 eggs in there at the moment. We might throw one more, give it an even 8.
Gotta have 8.
What's that?
Gotta have 8.
Gotta have 8.
I'd have 10, but...
Yeah, well, otherwise it's going to be huge, right? So what we've done is we have added a little bit of milk just for creaminess. We're going to add a little bit of that cheese that we have just because the flavour is so delicious. I've already done the grating of it, so it's all ready to go. Here's some chunky bits here that I'm going to throw in. Right, we've added some salt and pepper. I mean, you can't have anything these days without a little bit of seasoning. So we're going to add one more egg to it. We're going to add a bit of cheese, maybe a little bit more salt and pepper, and should be good to go.
Now with the salmon, we're going to bake it, and then we're going to marinate with a bit of salt and pepper. Maybe put a little bit of lemon on there as well, and then we're going to bake it for probably about 25 minutes. Now it's a big piece of salmon, so look at that. Check that out. Big chunk. We'll put it in there a little bit longer because we want it to break up onto the omelette. So a bit of salt. Iodine salt is good. Iodine's a very good trace nutrient that you definitely need in your diet. So put a whole shitload of that on there. Probably shouldn't have said shit, but anyway, it's YouTube, right? So like language. And a bit of cracked pepper. Now I like to like really douse it in there because when it cooks, A lot of that will stick to the aluminium foil, so if you put a whole lot on there, it's not a big drama. It just makes it taste a lot better. And put that in the oven. We've already got it preheated. Ready to go.
Right guys, so if you're a chef or if you just like cooking at home, everybody knows that you have to taste test it before you have it, you know. So I'm going to let Stephen try this one and tell you, you know, what it smells like, what it tastes like, the texture of it, just to give you a little bit of, you know, sort of backseat look into it.
Looks good. Man, it's good. We didn't eat that.
Right guys, so it smells delicious. That's because of the basil. So I have two favourite herbs, basil and rosemary. If I ever do lamb, you can guarantee there's going to be some rosemary in it. And for this, I mean, anything Italian, basil. You can never have too much of the stuff. The taste and texture is beautiful.
That's the one thing about cooking, you have to wait for it to actually cook. That's what you eat it now.
It'll be there soon. Alright guys, so we're about to do our prawns and our scallops. With these, you don't want to cook them too much through. They get a little bit hard. They should be, you know, cooked all the way through, but still soft and you know, got a bit of texture to them. A nice knob of butter. And you don't want your heat too high. You want it just high enough so that you know, you can cook it all the way through, but you don't want it so much as to, you know, make the butter just go a bit nuts. So you want to just get that butter in there, get it melting a little bit. I've already got my garlic pre-chopped over on the chopping board, so as soon as that butter is, you know, nice the way through, I'm going to get that garlic in there, get that sizzling up nice and steady as well, and then in go your seafood. Right guys, just so you know, with the Napolitana sauce, you can make an absolutely wicked marinara out of it as well. So if you use that Napolitana sauce and you put some spaghetti on the side, you know, after the spaghetti is cooked through, put that in your frying pan, leave the butter and leave the garlic and everything in it, put your Napolitana sauce in together and all your seafood in together, mix it all together in the same pan, it'll come out as an absolutely awesome marinara.
We'll see how the salmon turned out. Out of the oven. Oh, check that out. That smelled good or what? I guess you can't tell, but that smells amazing.
You want to just break it up into chunks, you know, large enough chunks so that when you put it in the omelette, you're actually gonna, you know, feel that texture and that flavour when you come across it. So if you see there, just a chunk, you know, just large chunks like that are going to be absolutely perfect. So we're going to go in with our omelette mix, just on a low heat for now, guys. You don't want it too high. If you have it too high, it's just going to burn the hell out of the bottom of it. So we've put our omelette mix in. We're going to go ahead and spread some of these prawns around. So we're going to throw a few of these salmon chunks in. Just going to throw them around the place as well. That's going to be perfect just there. Right, we're going to come over here and we're going to actually add a little bit of shallots and some tomato just in there to give it a bit of flavour. So with your shallots, we've already finely chopped them, but you just want to run them through your hands a little bit, break them up so that they're made of little ringlets. So when you break them up, they actually won't be too, you know, potent. So when you come across one, it's not like you're just going to be chewing straight into an onion. And then we're going to go in with a little bit of tomato. Again, you just want to sort of spread it around a little bit. You don't want to have too much in one place. You just want to have it nice and evenly spread around. I'm just going to give it a little bit of lemon just for flavour. Not too much, guys. And now we're just going to put a nice thin layer of cheese across the top to just let that melt into it for now. We're going to add more to it later, but for now we're going to let this just melt into it, you know, sort of caramelize and melt down and be all nice and gooey. Right guys, so now it's cooked a little bit through the bottom of it so it doesn't stick to the pan and we know that the bottom of it's cooked. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the rest of that cheese over the top. You want to make a nice layer. I know it's not the healthiest thing, but geez, trust me, it tastes fantastic. See now guys, this is the secret to the omelette pizza. Right, so what we actually do now is we're going to throw this under the grill. Now throwing this under the grill is going to help it to rise. It's also going to melt the cheese into it. So we're going to throw this under here for the moment. Now you want to keep a nice eye on this. So basically what you want to do is you want to wait until the cheese is nice and golden. You want to wait until you can see that the omelet's cooked most of the way through. Give the pan a little bit of a shake. If it wobbles too much, it's not ready yet. But yeah, so we're going to leave that on there for a little bit. Then after that's done, we're going to throw a bit more toppings on there and it should be good to go. Guys, she looks about ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our few more toppings and then try and get this all out in one go. If you want us to try something new next time, maybe give us a few options.
Put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments below. That's it. We'll try and make something nice and interesting for you next time. If you like the omelette pizzas though, we can keep them going and try a different one next week.
See you guys.
See ya.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment below. And don't forget to visit www.naturalmanhealth.com to enter your email to subscribe to all our great content.